Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Joe. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about how to talk on the phone. It's difficult to make phone calls in English, isn't it? In fact, one of the scariest things to do in English is speak on the telephone. It is difficult for many students because you have to be able to hear and understand someone you can't see. On top of that, you have to think in English and reply right away. That is hard. I've met many students who often get scared when they know a call is coming from a client or a business partner at work, so they often try to change the caller's mind and get them to send an email. This is not a great strategy because it will anger your boss and disappoint your clients. A better idea is practice and get better so you'll be a star at work and your boss will give you extra money because you know how to do this. You will look great. So, what you want to do is get a friend or a family member to practice phone calls with you. I'm going to give you a series of questions and responses that you and your friend can practice. All right? So, watch this video, get the questions and responses, remember them, write them down, and then start practicing. Okay? Let's begin. So, here's the first question, or the first question or question response. Number 1. Hello, my name is Mr. Smith. The response would be, Hi there, Mr. Smith. How can I help you today? Very basic, all right? That's how you would do it. Okay? Before we move on to number 2, which is a little bit more difficult, I'm going to give you a secret code. And in this video, there's going to be 3 secret codes. When you find them all, send me a direct message on Instagram at Teacher Joe Crossman. I'll know you worked really hard and I'll give you some extra help. So, what's the first secret code? The first secret code is, I need to make a phone call. Let's go on to question and response number 2. Number 2 is, hello, I have a question. Okay, what is your question? Very easy. You know a question is coming, just set them up, and hopefully you'll know the answer. If you don't know the answer, then tell them that you'll have to get back to them with the information. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is, hello, my name is Mr. Smith. Is Mr. Lee there? Hi there, Mr. Smith. I'll see if Mr. Lee is available. Just one moment, please. Okay, when the phone call comes in and somebody wants to talk to Mr. Lee, your boss, or someone else, you just make them wait a little bit and then ask if Mr. Lee or your boss or whoever is available. Okay, that's a good idea. Don't just put them straight through. Let's move on to question and response number 4. Okay, now this one can have multiple answers. So here we go. Number 4. Hello, this is Mr. Smith. I'm returning Mr. Lee's call. Is he in? So, Mr. Lee called Mr. Smith before. Mr. Smith is returning the call. He's calling back. He wants to talk to Mr. Lee. So, is he in? Is he there? And there's 3 ways to answer this. Hi there, Mr. Smith. I'll check to see if he is available. That's one way. Number 2, Mr. Lee is available. I'll connect you right away. And number 3, I'm afraid Mr. Lee is in a meeting right now. When is the best time to call you back? Okay, so one of those is probably going to fit the situation. Remember them all, practice them all, and then you can use them all. And now you've come this far. The second secret code is Joe there? All right. Now let's keep going. We got a few more good responses. Here we go. Here's number 5, question and response. Can I leave a message? And there's the way to respond is certainly. Let me get a pen and a piece of paper. Okay. So the person wants to leave a message. You want to write it down. So just tell them, let me get a pen and a piece of paper. That gives you a little bit of time to find what you need. All right. Next one, number 6. Did you get all that? And the response, just let me repeat it back to you just to make sure. Okay. So if someone leaves you a message, then at the end of the message, they might say, did you get all that? And then very smart for you to say, just let me repeat it back to you just to make sure. Okay. So you can say that whether they say their part or not. After the message, you want to repeat it. Make sure the message is correct. All right. Next one, number 7. When they're asking a question and maybe you don't catch it, you don't hear it exactly. For example, if they say, hello, is blah, blah, blah in? Or can you blah, 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 right? And you don't hear the words because maybe they're speaking too fast, or their accent is different, or there's noise in the office, who knows? But you didn't quite catch what they asked for. So you can say, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you say that again? So by saying that, you're telling them that their question or whatever they said is important to you, and you need them to repeat it so you can hear it clearly. All right, that's good. All right, and then here is the last message and response you could hear on the phone. Okay, thanks. And you respond by, thanks for calling. Bye. Have a great day. Very polite way to say goodbye. All right. So now here's the third secret code, and that is, can I leave a message? All right. So those are all common things you can say on the phone, the beginnings of phone calls, also how to hear a message and how to double check a message and say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. And if you want to learn more, I'm going to put a link right here. You can click on that and keep on learning. You'll see a different beard, different shirt, but most important is that you get better at English. And by the way, do you want me to call you? That's it for now. See ya.